Well, I'll let you guys take a couple seconds to see if you recognize who this might be coming across your page. All right, time's up. Hello, friends. Long time no see. I thought that this full moon was a perfect opportunity to sort of come back and check in with y'all. I did have to take a little hiatus for not only my mental health, but my physical health and just like my well-being, friends. And I think if you go back on our YouTube, once I post that video back up, I'll let you guys know of our last reading together, our last full moon reading together. It's a little choppy, but I encourage you to go back once that's up and check that out, and you'll sort of understand where we were coming from and why we needed to sort of take a break from the collective and focus on ourselves. I think one of the big messages for this full moon in Aquarius, this super blue moon, is all about independence, intuition, and sort of learning how to become the best human version of ourselves. So I know we talk a lot about spirituality, but right now I think our focus in this phase of our journey is who we are here on planet Earth and in our reality, right? Not only is it a full moon, but it's on a Monday, which is beautiful, friends. So let's see what our shadow self messages, who we haven't seen in 2 years, y'all. 2 years, almost exactly. Our last full moon reading was July 24th, I believe. And that was a full moon in Leo. My birthday is July 26th. So you guys will sort of understand. Hopefully this weekend I can come on and do a live if I can figure out my camera situation. But I just thought it was a really good time to come back and just check in with y'all and see where it goes from here. Let's see. Okay, y'all know how I do. I'm gonna shuffle these up a little bit. I want you guys to see. Now it might be a little shaky, y'all. I tell you, I gotta figure out my camera situation. Here, let's see if some of our moon water will keep it steady. This is real time, y'all. All right, now let's see. You know how we do. We're just gonna come right in the middle here. I think that's what we're gonna do. I missed you guys. Please feel free, comment. Let me know how much you hate me for leaving or how much you missed me. Either way, I missed y'all. I hope you give me the opportunity to explain myself. All right, we know Monday's all about our shadow self. Remember, friends? What's the shadow self? That's who we hide from the world, our deepest, darkest fears, emotions, thoughts. And look what's coming out on this full moon in Aquarius. Gratitude. Gratitude and re-energize. So I think this is like the perfect little message sort of for our situation as a collective. I think wherever you are right now, the energy that you should really focus on receiving for this full moon is gratitude. I've learned to practice every day to get up and find a few things that I'm grateful for, you know, every day. And it does help to start your day really positive, because in the last 2 years, we have a lot to be thankful for, right? And I know we're tired. It's been a long 2 years. Did I say 3 years just now, y'all? I don't know if whoever it's been 3 years for, but it's been a long 2 years, y'all. And we've been working really hard and we've been doing really well. So let's look at this phase as a time to re-energize. Like, we need this. Okay, we don't need it only, we deserve it as well. So I think that's a good little message from our shadow self. I think it makes sense, right? a little more gratitude, or just use gratitude, you know, as a form to keep us positive and keep us going through this new phase. And learn how to relax, to take care of yourself, and take the time to actually re-energize yourself before you, you know, get your day going. It's important, okay? All right, let's go into our Kipper. We all know, do we remember the Kipper, what it's for? This is what's happening here on the earthly realm, right? So this full moon in Aquarius is all about us as a human being. I know a lot of our readings are innately spiritual, but this is also real life. Like, these are not just readings about energy or spirit. This is about what's going on in our real life. And that's what I really miss and appreciate about the collective, is that this never seemed like divination. This never seemed like magic. This always seemed like just a family talking about real life and just hashing things out together and figuring these things out together, right? So we're just gonna get reacquainted with our Kipper cards. Let's see what's going on in reality. Ooh, some already wanted to flip and I didn't even finish shuffling. So let's see what's going on under gratitude, friends. You got a pathway. Be grateful for the journey, friends. I don't know which way I should hold this, y'all. I think this is good. Be grateful for the journey. We're on a path that it's new for us, right? This is new. That's why we have to learn gratitude, because things are new. We're still learning. There's going to be struggles. You know, that's also why we have to learn how to re-energize and take care of ourselves and rest, because the path that we're on, it could have some bumps in the road, right? But we chose to go down this path, okay? We chose to go down this path because we wanted to challenge ourselves in this, you know, this next phase of our life. That's what we've been working on for the last 2 years. I want something different from our life, and that's where we are. So be grateful, because you're exactly where you wanted to be, friend. Okay? And where are we coming from? We see this mature woman in reverse. We had to grow up a little. Like, we were grown. We grown and everything, but we were still acting a little childish. And I think that we need to be grateful for this path that we're on, because we've really stepped away from sort of that immature energy, right? Not really immature, but like being grown but still doing childish things, not thinking with, you know, our brain and doing the things that we know are right, not using our intuition, you know, not tending to our homes, not tending to ourselves, you know. So we're basically decided, I'm going to take the path of least resistance, and I'm going to start doing the right thing and start working on becoming sort of a more mature person. And yeah, it's definitely our feminine energy. That doesn't necessarily mean for just women, but just our feminine energy is the energy that sort of keeps us direct, right? It's that caring, nurturing part of us. It's the part that thinks first before we act, right? It's our intuition. It's our creative side. These are things that help us, you know, go along this journey as we pick up different little skills and learn different little lessons and things like that. You know, it's the part of us that will help solidify our foundation, and help us to become this sort of mature, intuitive, smart person in real life, with that number 6. In real life, y'all. In real life. For real. So be grateful for everything that you've done, everything that you've been through in the last 2 years, everything that you've worked through and worked on. Okay? Be grateful, y'all. Alright, what about re-energize? What does that mean for us here in the real world? Let's look at the bottom since only one came out. Despair. Okay, adjudication and despair was on the bottom, y'all. Oh. Alright. So all of this is, again, this is some sort of choice, some sort of contract. You know, this is what this phase is about. This is a point in our life right now that we sort of manifested this part of our journey in a way, right? And so there's going to be aspects of it that I think we don't realize that we probably weren't fully ready for, right? Or prepared for, at least like physically or mentally or something. And that's okay. That's the point of a challenge, right? You can't change without challenging yourself. And I think that right now we're in a situation where we may feel like people are judging us or clocking us or watching us or, you know, taking little notes with little tallies on everything that we do. And it might be true. Let's say if you know, you got a new job, or you partnered up with a person, or you know, you're going through some sort of legal situation. If you do not take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all the things, and you don't learn how to take some time to re-energize, because all these things that we're trying to do, this phase that we are in our life, it will suck up our energy. Remember, we're talking about real life right here, us as a human being in this full moon in Aquarius energy. It's all about us as a human, our identity, our independence, our intuition. You know what I'm saying? The thing that makes us us and helps us to you know, push forward through life, push forward down this path and pick up all the things that we need to pick up in order to grow and be successful. You know, that stuff gets tiring, y'all. It takes energy to adult and be mature. And so this phase, you know, of our life right now is, yes, be grateful, you know, for everything that you've been through and everything that you have. And with gratitude, you know, also comes responsibility, because when you're grateful with something, you prove it, right? By taking care of it, and just doing all the things, you know, you're supposed to do with it. And in that, you know, our energy is being used up, you know, and so we don't want to put all our energy into where we are right now and forget that we also need to take care of ourselves, because there are people looking at us and there are people judging us and clocking us right now. But that's where we want it to be right now, right? So in order to keep us from despair, you know, bringing imbalance to whatever path we're on right now, or whatever situation, bringing imbalance, confusion, you know, we need to learn how to bring that positive energy back into us, because again, we are being clocked, we are being watched. Somebody is going to make sort of somebody is sort of collecting information and wants to make a judgment on us. So let's just sort of be mindful of this self, because we're going somewhere, right? We're on the path somewhere, and it's I think that it has a lot to do with maturing and sort of figuring out what is the rest of my life going to look like as an adult, right? We're at that phase right now. And we still got work to do, but we're on the right path, right? We're on the right path, and people are clocking us and judging us right now. But that's just life. That's the path that we chose. And to keep us from sort of forgetting to be grateful and getting into this energy of despair. I'm sick of this. I'm stressed out. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. You know, this is our focus right now. How do we become more grateful? So how do we work on some of these little, you know, these little bits of trauma or negativity that are still kind of trailing behind us as we walk down this path? And how do we like bring that pull that positive energy back in, you know, once we've exerted it into like all this stuff that we are doing. So let's see, y'all. I just want to see real quick what the tarot is going to say. You know, yes, our focus right now is sort of what's going on, you know, within the self, and how do we build ourself back up, our character. You know, how do we become the person that we're going to want to be, you know, for the next 20, 30 years, right? How do we get there, right, friends? Let's see. Spiritually, sort of, whoa, wait a minute. All right. What do we have here? We have the Four of Swords. You know, the swords, that's that air energy, y'all. That air energy is Aquarius, is a water sign, but also has air qualities, right? Air is all about sending not only just messages, but it can be the energy of sort of, not, it doesn't necessarily have to be a conflict, but just when two things are sort of in balance. It's sort of the energy of why, right? Why are these things not in balance? Ow, y'all, so sorry. So right now, it's like spiritually, we're trying to sort of balance things out, right? By using our intuition and activating our intuition, and sort of activating the most powerful parts of being an intuitive person, right? And that's sort of the path that we're on, right? That's the path that's going to lead us away from sort of this, our immaturity, or our inability to move into the area of life in which we want to be in, right? So it's sort of like, this is what I think the person that I want to be looks like, right? This is what I think the person that I want to be is like, right? This is a still person, okay? This is a person who attacks things without fear, because in their understanding, they know that they're going to be okay. I know what I'm doing. You know, I got this. This is all about mental power, y'all, okay? Being connected intuitively with what is going on around us, right? Not only spiritually, but just what's going on around us, okay? And this is just all about moving inward. And like I said, this is a full moon in Aquarius, and this is all about the self, right? Independence, our intuition, our charisma, just who we are, right? And how we figure out how to be the best person, or the best version of ourselves, and how to connect within ourselves in order to find that person, and how we just, you know, how are we going to display that out into the reality, into the world, into the universe, right? I just want to show you what's on the bottom, the Three of Wands, all about envisioning our future, right? Relying on our resources, and relying on the self. You know, it's just relying on what the world gives us, right, in order to get to where we're going. I'm actually going to put that there, because I think that's like a great little message, you know. Oh, that was what was flipped. That flipped under their judgment. Look at that. Made me say someone's going to make a judgment, y'all. And it's just like, right now, we just have to see things for what they are. Stop stressing, okay? I know that, you know, we've worked really hard to get where we are, and we might be in a place where we don't feel confident that we're going to stay there, or it's going to keep moving forward in a positive way. We might need to learn how to take some constructive criticism, y'all, and forgive ourselves, you know, when we do mess up or make mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes. And that's just all about like the self-care, re-energizing, and not letting where we're trying to go in life right now beat us down before we even get there. I'm back, y'all. It's coming back. If you stayed this far through the video, I appreciate you, because I felt that spark come back as I was saying that. I think I'm back, y'all. I wasn't sure. I really wanted to do this video, and I wasn't sure. And as I was just saying that, I felt my energy come back. Okay, look at that. We have the Three of Swords, another swords. Look at that. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely like, we have to be careful with not only how we're receiving messages from around us, the things that are happening around us, right? But how we're allowing those messages that we receive, how we're allowing that to manifest outwardly from ourselves, okay? I know whatever's going on here, whoever's clocking you, watching you, taking notes, judging you, a boss or an actual judge or a coach, or wherever you're at right now, and it involves sort of everything you do being under sort of a magnifying glass. I know it could seem really difficult, right? And sometimes when we get criticisms or we make mistakes, it could seem like we don't have support, or we take things really personally, or we just let these things bring us down. Let's work on that. Okay, I think all of this gives us a really good foundation to what we need to work on, okay, and where we're at right now. I'm going to keep this up on my altar, y'all, because I think I'm going to come back to this. I've been wanting to come back and sort of read for us for like the last year, but I was scared because of where I am in my life right now. But I also have to like remember where I came from, you know, who got me here, which is the collective, and you guys sort of coming in and listening to these readings and us working through things together. And I also have to, you know, sort of, I want to do what's best for me and what gives me positive energy and what makes me want to keep going. And that's sort of this work that I feel is very holistic and just very necessary for women, my community, sort of people who are trying to go from having nothing to becoming like professional people with a career and stability. And I think that we can be professional and prophetic. I think we can grow. I think we can go from the sticks in the mud to, you know, whatever is up in that light, bright area, you know, in the sky, you know, however that is symbolized for you, whether you're religious or spiritual, or you just like these cards and you use them sort of as a novella, and you just like to see the story. I just think that this is what I was meant to do, even if I still have to have a 9 to 5. And so I thought this was a perfect time to come back and sort of check in and dust off my cards and my my altar and just connect back with it. I just felt like we needed it. And I'm a little rusty, okay, but we're gonna come back, y'all. And I hope y'all don't hate me. I hope you don't hate me. And I hope that when I do go live for you guys, we can kiki and catch up, or you can cuss me out, whatever you want to do. Okay. I want to say that I am proud of everybody who has been working on themselves thus far. I'm proud of everybody who maybe even if you fell off a little bit and you're just getting back on track. I'm excited to hear where everyone has been and where you want to go. And I'm excited to grow with you all. I'm excited for this new phase of life. I'm not going to ask you guys to like or anything like that right now. I just hope this gets to who it needs to get to. And if you have seen this before, or you are interested in continuing to see these kind of readings, please feel free to follow. Okay, y'all, you will be hearing from me soon, I promise. I just want to see where this goes and how this aligns with where I am in life. Okay, I love you all. I love you, friends. Bye.